Step into the Story is a way of engaging with a Bible story that helps people move beyond just hearing the words and into experiencing them more personally and imaginatively. The idea is simple. Read a short story from Scripture out loud and ask your listeners to imagine that they're part of the scene. They can picture themselves as one of the named characters in the story or as someone else that might have been there. A person in the crowd, for example, or a skeptical onlooker, or a close friend or neighbor. Ask them to imagine what that person might have been thinking or feeling as they watch the event unfold. In some cases, it might be helpful to read the story a second time. Then, give everybody a minute to reflect, and when they're ready, invite them to stand up one at a time and say 2 or 3 lines as their character. Here's a story from the book of Luke. Jesus entered Jericho and was passing through. A man was there by the name of Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector and was wealthy. He wanted to see who Jesus was, but because he was short, he could not see over the crowd. So he ran ahead and climbed a sycamore fig tree to see him, since Jesus was coming that way. When Jesus reached the spot, he looked up and said to him, "Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today." So he came down at once, and he welcomed him gladly. All the people saw this and began to mutter, "He has gone to be the guest of a sinner." But Zacchaeus stood up and said to the Lord, "Look, Lord, here and now I give half my possessions to the poor, and if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount." Jesus said to him, "Today salvation has come to this house, because this man too is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost." Okay, when you're ready, stand and speak as the character you've chosen.
So I said, I don't know why this Jesus guy is inviting Zacchaeus because, his garments never match.
Why'd he pick that little scum? I mean, I've been volunteering in synagogue for years.
So Zacchaeus came home and said he had a guest, and I said if I would have known, I would have put on a roast.
So Zacchaeus is my neighbor, and he was making a whole big fuss about me having some wagons in my driveway, but now he brings the Son of God into his own home?
And I says, "Jesus, of all the people, why you pick this Zacchaeus guy? I got 3 bedrooms. You'd be much more comfortable with me."
Hey, I feel you, bro. I know what it's like to be a shorty.
If this is the first time that your group has tried this exercise, it might be helpful to give them examples of the kind of character lines that you're looking for. Oh, and by the way, they don't all have to be funny or theatrically polished. After everyone has a turn speaking their lines, you can take a few minutes to reflect together with questions like, what surprised you? What perspectives did you hear that you hadn't considered before? The point isn't necessarily to perform or entertain. It's to open up the story and let it speak through a variety of voices.